star mark on this important question. Working capital cycle. Meaning, time duration required for which conversion of cash into cash equivalent. Conversion of cash into cash equivalent. Thereafter back into cash. Thereafter back into cash. I'll repeat. Time duration required for which conversion of cash into cash equivalent thereafter back into cash are known as working capital cycle. It's also called cash cycle, operating cycle, or business cycle, or budget cycle. Cash cycle, operating cycle, business cycle, or budget cycle.
Yes, sir.
Next. Segments in operating cycle. Nothing but segments in working capital cycle. First one, lead time, L-E-A-D, lead time. Second one, process or production cycle. Process or production cycle. Stock holding period. Stock holding period. And average collection period. Average collection period. Lead time, process or production cycle,
Stock holding period.
Stock holding period and average collection period. Okay.
Okay.
Formula for operating cycle. Raw material plus WIP plus finished goods plus debtor minus creditor. Raw material plus WIP plus finished goods plus debtor minus creditor. Note, operating cycle should be expressed in days or months. Days or months. Next. Formula for number of operating cycle in a year is equal to எப்பெல்லாம் formula, whenever you come across formula, use different color pin highlights. Formula highlight பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோ. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday you got one formula. என்ன formula படிச்சீங்க? DPS is equal to dash into dash.
EPS into divided
EPS into divided payout ratio.
Highlight பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோ. Sums formula have to reproduce. Now, formula for operating cycle. Formula for operating cycle kanna?
Raw
Raw material plus
material
working capital plus
WIP
finished goods plus debtors
plus debtors
minus creditor.
Work in progress. Not working capital, work in progress.
Working progress, sorry.
Number of operating cycle in a year is equal to number of operating cycle in a year is equal to 365 divided by operating cycle. Yes, Ramya, you are correct. 365 divided by operating cycle. புரியுதா?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, short notes on operating cycles are frequently asked question. Put a star mark. Now, Aishwarya, there are two basic aspects are there in financial management. What are they gonna?
Procurement of fund and effective utilization of fund.
With a great difficulty, I'm going to procure the fund. Procured fund cash is there. After procuring the fund, what I have to do with the fund? I have to invest, I have to utilize properly, effective utilization. So I am going to invest the fund for the purpose of purchasing raw material. After buying raw material, what I have to do? I have to convert the raw material into finished goods.
Finished goods.
In between stage is called
Work in
WIP. WIP going to become
finished goods.
finished goods. Finished goods, I have to sell it to the customer. Therefore, I am going to get debtor.
Debtor.
From debtor, I have to collect the cash. What I have to do with the cash? Again, I am going to purchase the raw material. I am convert. Thereafter, I am going to sell. I am going to get the cash. Again and again and again, I am going to repeat the same. Right or not?
Yes, sir.
It's called operating cycle. Also called working capital cycle or cash cycle. Understand logic or not? Now, I am having cash. Is it possible to convert the cash into raw material immediately? So I have to
Yes,
find
sir.
the supplier, I have to place an order. That time gap is called, the delivery time gap is called lead time. What is it called?
Lead time.
Lead time. LEAD, lead time. Now, lead time represents time gap between date of order and date of purchase of raw material. Right? I am having raw material, I want to convert the raw material to finished goods. To convert the raw material into finished goods, that time gap is called process cycle or production cycle. Now you have got the finished goods, I have to sell it to the customer. Till the time, I have to hold the stock in the good condition. I have produced the product, customer வந்து வாங்குற வரைக்கும் பத்திரமா வச்சுக்கணும் இல்லையா? That period is called stock holding period. Holding the stock till it is going to sell, reach the customer. That is called stock holding period. I sold the stock from customer, I have to collect the money. That is called average collection period. So this is called what? Operating cycle. So it needs some time, no? Cash or raw material become WIP. It needs some time. The time duration is called operating cycle. Therefore, what is called operating cycle? Time duration required for which conversion of cash into
Raw material.
cash equivalent. So what all cash equivalent represent here? Raw material, WIP, finished goods, debtors are called equivalent cash. That's why it's called what? Cash equivalent. Definition, if you see, time duration required for which conversion of cash into cash equivalent, thereafter back into cash. And the time duration is operating cycle. So the definition of the operating cycle is one, time duration required for which conversion of cash into cash equivalent, thereafter back into cash is called operating cycle. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And you know, operating cycle diagram.